What is up, gentlemen? This is Vishak here, and welcome to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the skin. I mean, your skin. Let's just get started. So the thing is, I don't want like you should not be spending on your grooming and clothing uh not more than like 15 minutes as a whole, and that's it. Okay, and that's exactly why I have gone so deep into my researches and just come up with this one because um to me, like, if you just see my career, my business mostly into the personal branding, and I have to, like, I can't mess with my skin or my voice or my, because my face is the business. So you know what I'm saying. So it's important. Now the thing is, I don't have to face people, meaning I don't have to directly face people. So you should take care of your face, of your grooming, of your clothing, everything, just the way I'm taking care. Although I'm not going and facing people, I'm still standing in front of the camera. Okay, so just the way it is, I want you to be like presentable at all times. Not all times, but most times when you're meeting people, especially when you're meeting people. But the thing is, I don't want you to, like, every day, I don't want you to get ready like it's a beauty competition, because men, we have got a lot of other important things to do, and I don't want you to be focusing or worrying about your look or your skin or your um, you know what I'm saying, right? So you have to be pretty much confident enough. If you can spend like 15 minutes a day on your grooming, on your clothing, you're set. And that's it. You don't even have to, like, you need to have that level of confidence, like, I'm good, like I'm like an 8, or I'm 9, or even 10. Every time when you step out, like, I'm 10, right? That's the level of confidence that I want you to have. So let's just get started. Okay, so we are going to be talking about few things, like your type, like skin type, how to protect it, washing method, what is the procedure for you to wash, and what are the timings that you need to wash, and how to choose your sunscreen, and that's optional, and choosing the face wash. Okay, so let's dive right in. So although yes, it looks a lot, but it's not. Once it's all like, okay, you're watching this video. Now this video is whatever the time duration that it takes, and now you're going to go for the shopping or purchasing or whatever, and then you set your morning and evening. And once it is set, once the ritual is set, then I just want you to form that routine. If you don't have a routine on anything, that thing will suffer. If you do not have a routine on your food, your health will suffer. Okay, if you do not have a routine on your workout, your physique will suffer. If you do not have a routine on your career, like your business or your career, then that will suffer. Okay, so just have a routine, build a routine, build a momentum, and then you don't you need to get to a point where you're not doing, you are being, you are, right? So I know it's just going somewhere, but you get the point, right? So let's dive in. So first, we are talking about skin types, and how can you identify yours, like what is your type, what is your skin type, right? So normal skin, very less people have it, like 20 to 25%, I guess. And oily and dry, it's like, I don't know, 40, maybe 40%. Okay. And for some people, depends on the weather, it will keep changing. It's a hot weather and it'll be oily or dry, and it's cold weather, it's oily or dry. It changes from people to people, but okay. So how do you identify it? Don't look at it when you're like, don't judge your skin, or don't identify your skin immediately after washing, right? So so after washing, I mean, like, give it like 1 or 2 hours. Okay, you need to see in different circumstances. One is like when you're exposed to AC. Okay, when you're exposed to sun. Um I want you to write this down. When you're exposed to sun, when you're exposed to AC, when you're exposed to the normal room temperature. Okay, and when you wake up in the morning, and a normal time, normally majority of the time in your daytime. So Sometimes the skin gets drier, but if you see the majority, where is it going? Is it going towards the oily, or if it is going towards, if it's like drying too much, or if it's just staying normal? Just see it, and with that you'll be able to establish what skin type do you have. Based on that, you pick your moisturizer, okay, or the sunscreen. So you don't just pick up your moisturizer or the sunscreen just like that, just go to a shop and buy it. No, that's not the way how it goes, because for dry skin, if you pick up a moisturizer, which is okay to a certain extent, but for oily skin, if you pick up moisturizer, that's going to be like flushed out. Your skin is going to look like flushed out, right? So that's how I wanted to pick it up. Anyway, I'll be talking about this in some time. Now, how do you protect your skin? uh like, how do you have a routine for you to protect your skin, right? I mean, you don't have to pay so much of, like I said, I mean, you don't have to spend so much of time on your skin. Obviously, I mean, we're not women, and that doesn't mean that we can turn up ugly, or we can turn up like, see what I'm saying? Like, you have to be presentable, and with that you will have a confidence. Like, you don't want to be worrying about your acne or your pimple, or a zit that is like, especially when you're talking to important people, or when you're making a presentation, you don't want to be, this thing that I had, I mean, a few years ago I had a meeting with someone, pretty important, and I just, like, I went, so basically I wanted to run some service. I mean, I want to give some service to this health center, and I just went, I spoke to the guy. I mean, whatever I spoke, it was all okay, but then the moment I started looking into the health center, so he was looking at me, so I kind of knew it, and I knew for the fact that my face was like pretty fucked, right? So it was bad. It was bad, and I don't know, for some reason that deal didn't happen. And to my consciousness, I think, and I'm reasonably confident that it is because of that, because it was not very good. And moreover, I not like, I went there around 6:37, but that is not the excuse that I can give, because like, I can't just say I just woke up and I just left there. I can't say that, right? I mean, whatever happened, I don't know what judgment he had on me, but the entire presentation was like, because I was so conscious about this shit, and the whole conversation was like, I was not able to give my 100%. Okay, so you don't want that. uh, be it a normal gathering, or get together with your friends, or like a $1 million deal, or a presentation in front of so many people, right? You don't want to have that conscious feeling about your attire, your skin, the way you carry yourself, the whole thing. So how do you protect it? This is like a daily ritual that I want you to follow. Okay, so the first is first. I mean, first is first, you've got to clean up your diet. Okay, so this is not only for your skin, of course. This has got a lot of uh, way too much. I mean, like, way deeper reason for me to say this. Like, you have to, like, it's a treat it like a mandatory obligation for you to clean up your diet. Like, if you're eating shitty food, I'm telling you, my friend, you want to clean that up. Okay, so uh, I'm like, you don't want to have fried foods. I mean, not just about the fried foods, but even like, see, even if you're just taking like the food that contains, like, if you're saying that, okay, it's home cooked food, which is good, which is okay. I'm not saying, I'm not against the home cooked food, but even though you're cooking at home, you're still buying the grocery from the shop, right? So Maggie, for example, it's a home cooked food, right? But is it good to you? Is it good for you? The answer is no, right? I mean, you're cooking your food, meaning you're frying the tomatoes and stuff. What are you frying it with? You're frying it with oil. Where are you getting that oil from, right? What oil is it? Even if you buy the coconut oil or the olive oil from the shop, what can you guarantee it's like 100% pure, right? Even if you buy the best of the best oil, you cannot guarantee that it's pure. So just imagine if you're buying a shitty oil, like, I don't know, the cooking oil, the vegetable oil, sunflower oil, and shit like that. It's really bad. It's really bad for your system, and it would definitely mess with your stomach, with your gut, and that will show in your face. Okay, so I want you to clean up your diet. That means clean food. I'm not asking you to go bland food. Bland is different from clean. Well, you don't want to indulge too much into the regular thing, um like you call yourself a staple, like you call your food, like the food that you eat on an everyday basis, you call that as a staple, then you might want to check on that. Just see, even if it is like the curry, right? Even if you just take the normal curry, people make chicken curry or dal or whatever. Fuck, they put like so much of oil in it, right? They put so much of oil in it. So I have my neighbor, and they are from Hyderabad. So they make, I mean, they make like really delicious biryani, right? So whenever they make, not every time, but they give some for me, and oh man, I'll tell you, it is like floating in oil, like it's floating in oil, right? So that's not the way how you want to treat your body. Like, trust me on that. I mean, even if you're having that kind of a biryani for like once a week, that is seriously going to give you some, you know, like massive side effects. Okay. So you want to, we really want to clean up your diet. So again, if you're not like really confident about your diet, what you're going to eat and all that, just go to your Power Nutrition. I have put everything over there. There's nowhere else that you want to look at. Okay. The more resources that you want, the more resources that you go for, you will be lost. Okay. So just go to Power Nutrition, just fix your diet up, and then you can do that. Okay. So clean up your diet. That's the first thing. So some of my tips right now for your skin, especially for your skin, have more fat. When I say fat, it's like clean fat. I'm talking about omega-3 and a bit of omega-6, just for the proportion. You can go for almonds, coconut oil, coconuts, um, walnuts, fish, any sort of fish, and maybe one or two yolk, the egg yolk, and that should do. Okay. Ghee is good. Too much of butter is bad. Too much of milk is bad. Too much of cream is bad. Too much of margarine is bad. Too much of chocolate is bad. You don't want to go for that kind of fat. Okay. Cheese is bad. Like, too much of cheese is bad, especially if you're cutting down. You don't want to go for cheese and all that if you're cutting down your body fat. Okay. So aim for clean fat. The fat will help you, will teach your body in such a way that it's going to get rid of the bad cholesterol. So too much of cholesterol, too much of oil in your system, in your body, that will show up in your skin. Okay. And the next one is have more watery food. Watery food, when I say watery food, you can also include lemon. But apart from lemon, I mean, besides lemon, you can go for watermelon, cucumbers, pomegranates, um, tomatoes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not a fruit, but yeah, the tomato is a fruit. Tomatoes are fruits. I mean, tomato is a fruit. I mean, whatever. Okay. So tomatoes, you can go for tomatoes. All sort of fruit juices, just go for it. The more fluid that you put in, the more fluid that you put in, you are literally cleaning up the cells, and your skin cells are like literally getting rejuvenated. Okay. So just do this at least once a day. Just try aiming for a juice, like anything, even be it like tomatoes. But tomato, you don't want to eat too much of it. Even if you want to eat too much of it, you can go for, but make sure that you're not eating too much of seeds, the tomato seeds, because it's like heavy in vitamins. Okay. That will mess up with your kidney, and yeah, you don't want to have kidney problems. I mean, having skin problem is much better than having a kidney problem, right? So yeah, tomatoes not too much, but apart from that, watermelon, lime, and stuff like that, you can just go for it. And the next one is more water. You've got to drink a lot of water. So how much do you drink? How much do you drink? I would easily say 4 liters, but for your convenience, I'm just saying, like, whatever your body weight is. Okay. In kgs, convert that into. Okay, so let me put it this way: your body weight in kgs, convert that into pounds. So whatever the pounds it is, let's say 150 pounds. So 150 pounds, convert that into, not, don't convert, I mean 150 pounds, meaning 150 ounces. So if you're like 120 pounds, 120 ounces. So 120 ounce into, convert 120 ounce into the liters. So you'll get the exact liter. Okay. So whatever your body weight in kgs, convert that into pounds and take the exact pounds as ounces. 150 meaning 150, 120 meaning 100. Don't convert pounds into ounce. Same number. That's what I'm saying. I hope you're with me. and then make the rounds into liters, you will get the liters. So that's how much that's how much water you want to drink. But make sure that you are drinking, that's the minimum. And if you can go more, good. Okay. Regardless of whatever the weather that you are living in. I know sometimes it is hard to drink so much of water when you're in a cold weather. If you're really struggling and if you don't want it, that's okay. But if you're in a normal temperature, if you're a warm temperature, hot temperature, just drink a lot, along with a lot of fluid like tender coconut, watermelon, cucumbers, all that. Okay, cool. The next one is try avoiding pollution. That's a good one to say, but easier said than done. Some of you are actually traveling in bike to work pretty much every day. So in that case, I mean, the best way is to protect your skin with the helmet, because you don't want to be like, I mean, I know sometimes traffics and pollution gets like really crazy. So that's the one way to protect it. And another way to protect it is you can use the tissue, like the wet tissue. Okay. The next one. So I'll tell you what is the pollution, like how can you not hack, but tackle the pollution in some time. Okay. So the next one is the clean your bowel. You need to have the regular motion. So if you have the stool meaning the crap, not the crap, excuse me. If there is no motion, if there is no proper motion, what happens is the food, like it tends there are certain things which tends to, like especially the foods that is like higher in iodine, it tends to mix with the body. That's the recent study. Okay. And that will start messing with your endocrine system. That will start messing with your thyroid organs, that's like in your throat, and all that. So just make sure you're having a clean bowel. So the society norms is like pretty much you wake up in the morning and you take a dump. Well, that is okay. I mean, it's acceptable, but it's not great. The great way is like the more often you clean your bowel, the more often you have emotion, the better it is. Okay. I know I might sound a little crazy, but I'll tell you, the more often you take your dump, like you take your dump, it's really good for your body. Okay. And yeah, of course, why do you want to carry shit around? I mean, you get the point, right? That's with that. And the next one is like, if you're not having your sleep, it is not only messing with your eyes, like dark circles and stuff like that, but also it'll start showing up on the skin, because very simple, you're not sleeping, the body is not rested also, and on top of that, you are also heating up your body. Like sleep is where your body gets cooled down. If you're not sleeping, the body gets heated. So if your body gets heated, that excess heat, it shows up on your skin. So the tiredness, dark circle is just because of the sleep. But apart from that, the excess body heat, it can give you the acne, not the acne, I mean the zit and stuff, depending on your skin again. So 7 to 9 hours is good. If you're good with 7, then good. If you want 10, if you have time, then go for it. Okay. But 8 is pretty optimal. Avoid smoking. Smoking makes your skin dry. And yeah, it just makes your skin dry. Too much of smoking is just not good. And yeah, wash the pillow covers pretty regularly. I would say, I don't know if you're like not changing your bedspread like pretty regularly. I would say change it, but pillow covers, at least once in 2 days, the max 3 days. Okay. Just change it. And the reason why I'm saying it's because some of you have the habit of taking a shower before you go to bed, which is good. And some of you just take a shower in the morning, you face the day, and then you come back and all you do is like wash your face. But still there is so much of crap that you're carrying on your hair, on your head, and you're going to sleep like that. And then the face obviously gets rubbed, and then that will have like some sort of skin reaction. At least it's going to make it look weak. Okay. So yeah, wash your pillow covers, change your pillow covers pretty regular. Like 3 to 4 days is good, but not beyond that. All right. So that's pretty much it as to how you can protect your skin. This is how to protect it, but I'll talk about the maintenance in some time. So what is the washing method? How can you, like, how are you going to wash it? Okay, Vishak, like, put the water and put the soap, right? Well, yeah, you're right, until it's not. So first, this should not take beyond 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes is like the worst I'm talking about, like the worst, like the maximum. You should not wash your face like more than 2.5 minutes. That's the max. Okay, so first wash your hands before you wash your face. This is in the morning, whenever you're washing, and also in the evening. Like regardless of what, when you're washing your face, make sure you wash your hands before and then your face. Okay, so wash your hands and then warm water, preferably warm water. Why? Because when you put the warm water on the face, the cells, the skin cells, expands and the pores opens up. So this will help you clean your, not only the face but also the pores. In between the cells there are pores that are, like, it'll help you open up. When the pores open up, it is easier for you to wash it, clean the dirt and whatnot. Okay, and then take the face wash to a coin size, and then put it on the palm. Don't directly apply the face. I mean, if you're using the soap, that's okay. If you're using the face wash, that's okay, but make sure that you don't put that on directly on your face. Just don't. Okay, first rub it on your palms together and slightly dilute it with water. And once it gets foamy, like once it starts lathering, then you put it on the face and start applying in the circular motion. Don't rub it. Okay, don't rub it fast. As in, like, don't rub it with pressure. Okay, don't scratch it. Okay, don't just show your arrogance over there on your face, because you need to really take care, because the skin is very, very sensitive. Okay, so apply that lather and then rub it on the circular motion with your fingers at the least for 90 seconds. 2 minutes is like the max, but yeah, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Just keep rubbing it. Don't forget anywhere. Like, it's not just the forehead, but yeah, forehead, cheeks. I mean, you know it better, right? All of it, and also below the eyes. So once you do that for like 90 seconds, and then rinse with the cool water. Cool water makes the pores close. Where's the pores? The pores. Yeah, it's not here. Anyway, cool water helps you close down the pores so that it's hard for the dirt to get inside. Okay, so rinse it with cool water. I mean, cold water, cool water, whatever, and then pat dry. Don't wipe your face. Don't rub your face like with the towel. Okay, pat dry. Just pat dry. I would suggest you to just leave it so that it dries automatically. And if you're not okay with it, it's okay. But just make sure you pat it to dry, and don't just okay, because when you do this, when you rub, that stretches your skin, that damages your skin, and like it gives you like a faster aging, faster wrinkles and stuff like that. So patting is probably the best one. Okay, and also your towel, try to change it like every alternative days. That's the max, not beyond that. Don't use the towel for like a week, and don't use like, uh towel is very private thing. It's a personal thing. I mean, I've seen, like, we all sometimes do it. Not, no, I mean, we all sometimes have done it. Like, everybody's using it, like for the bath, for whatnot. I mean, you don't want that to put that on your skin. Okay, so wash and cleanse timing. When do you wash your skin? When do you wash your face? So first thing is, like, obviously right after you wake up, you are doing this. I'm sure you're doing this, and I'm half sure you're doing this, like washing at night before you hit the bed. I'm half sure, because some of us tend to get a little tired and be like, you know what, screw it, I'll do it in the morning, right? Just do it. Just do it. When you're sleeping, it's not only your body is getting rested, your skin, your cells, everything is just getting rested. It rejuvenates. So it recovers in your sleep. So just wash your face just before you go to bed, and also wash when you're heavily exposed. So especially for you, if you're on a sales job, if you're traveling places, or not only in sales job, if you have a job which is like, requires you to commute on a regular basis, then you might want to wash, not every time. Don't overwash it. Never overwash it like too many times. Don't do that. It's really bad for your skin. Maximum of 3 times is good. Okay. So, or if you're like heavily exposed to the sun or the pollution, just do it. But keep it under 60 minutes of lathering, not beyond that. I mean, 60 seconds. Okay. With especially the sun or the pollution, any of this for that matter. But you get the point. Okay. So 1 and 2, the third one is optional, provided you expose yourself into any of these. And that's it. You don't want to like you don't want to sit and get ready for like for like an hour. uh it's not a beauty competition. I mean, like I said, we've got better things to do. We've got hunting, we've got uh killing to do. We've got to go for war every day. So this should be like your last concern. Right? So yeah. So how to choose your sunscreen? If you must, that is like only in case if you have exposed lifestyle. Like when I say exposed, okay, exposing yourself to the sun or the pollution. Okay. So if you have that level of lifestyle, how do you choose your sunscreen? Only in that case, I would suggest you to choose the sunscreen, because like if you're going for a game, if you're playing the great game, like a football or something, obviously you're going to be exposed. So in that case, you can choose sunscreen. If you're working under an AC, or if you're working at your home, you don't really need this. Okay. So why are we using sunscreen? Is just to protect yourself from the UV rays. So after 7:30 or 8 o'clock, the sun gets to a certain level at the atmosphere. I don't know exactly how much that is. Then it's not only the vitamin D that you're getting, along with that, you're getting the unfiltered rays. That is the ultraviolet rays. So that goes on until some time. I don't know how long. That is like maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't really know. But until then, the UV rays, your sun is, I mean, your the the heat that you're getting is along with the UV rays. You don't want to expose yourself to that because of the risk of skin cancer. Okay. So sunscreen is going to help you with that. But again, you can't just pick up a sunscreen. Uh, I mean, like that, just like that. Okay. So make sure that the sunscreen you're picking up, it has got the minimum of SPF that is like 50. So if it is like 50 for like really hot weather, if you're constantly and continuously exposing yourself to the sun, like really hot weather, then you can go for 50. What is this? I mean, this is nothing but the sun protection. It's just sun protection. That's it. Pretty much every sunscreen is the sun protection. That's how it is. Sun protection factor. Okay. So extreme hot weather, 50. Normal, go for 30, because this can harm some of your skin. Can, may. The higher it may. Depends from skin to skin, but you get the point, right? So just see how your weather is, and based on that, you pick it up. And don't use too much. Don't overuse it. Don't overdo it, like anything. Okay. The next one is to choose the one with the UVB and the UVA, like both of it together. UVB is the short race, and UVA is a long race. So if you can pick one, like if you can pick the sunscreen with your custom SPF, that's a sun protection factor, which is good. But also make sure that you are having the UVB and the UVA like together in it. You'll find it on the ingredient, not ingredient. I mean the uh, that thing. I mean, you can find it on the label. Okay. And then preferably choose the one with a fragrance free. For all skin, there are very less when it comes to natural sunscreen. It's very less. And yeah, like there are less options, but preferably choose the sunscreen with fragrance free, especially for all skin, and oil free for oil skin. Though if you have an oil skin, remember we spoke about how to choose your type, right? I mean, what is your type, how to determine your type, the oil, I mean, skin type. So if your skin is like oily skin, then you want to choose for oil free. Like there are sunscreens which are oil based, and you don't want that. Okay. So choose the one with the oil free. And you need both of this, UVB and UVA. This is the race. And either this or this, if it is like a hot weather. So that's how you pick it up. Okay. and don't keep changing it all the time. Just see what is good, and if you're gonna find one with a milder one, and just stick with that, and that's it. The last one is choosing the face wash. So if you have like a heavy skin problem, like if it is like really bad, if it is like that is really hitting you with you're extremely being conscious about it, or if it is like hitting you, if it is like impacting you in your life, you might want to consult a dermatologist. Okay, just go consult. And you don't know what the thing is. I mean, self medication, all of this sunscreen and things like that can make it go more worst. Okay, or heavy washing can make it go worse, so you don't want that. Okay, pick one with non-foamy. So we like to play with the foam and lather and everything, but then you want to pick something that's milder, so non-foamy is probably a better one. And I would suggest, like, see, the thing is, I mean, I pick the organic ones. I don't use any of the commercial stuff. I don't use the medicated stuff. And yeah, it's just milder, and it's just better for your thing. And the way that I take care, I'll tell you what I do it. Okay, what I do. I don't use sunscreens. I don't use none of that. um yeah, so these are like the for extreme conditions I'm asking you to do these things, because for me, my work is like pretty much like at home. I'm most of the time on Windows, and I deliberately spend 15 to 20 minutes outside as a biohack for my like general well-being, vitamin D and D3 and everything else. Okay, so this is like if you are exposed to uh outside constantly, then these things are important. Of course, the washing, I do it, but I'll tell you what it is. Okay, so choose a non-foamy one. uh Soap or the face wash, make sure that it's milder one. And just because the box or the bottle is green doesn't mean that it's organic or it's natural. Okay, no soap or no nothing is made like natural. Like they can't go pluck the trees and then make a soap out of that, and then see what I'm saying, like that can never happen. So you might want to be a little cautious about it, because the labels can like literally mislead you. Okay, like literally it will mislead you if that's what the intention is. So you don't want to entirely depend on that. You want to see how your face reacts. If you're facing extreme results like immediately, then you don't want to go for that. Especially for Garnier, right? I don't know if I mentioned this. Yeah, over here, like I mentioned Garnier. Like this one, I don't know. Like I don't know about the entire company and all that. But a couple of things that I have used, jeez, oh my god, this is like, it just makes your skin like this. It'll give you like immediate glow, and that's like heavy on the chemicals, and you don't want that. Like, use none of it. I'm not a big fan of this, and I would suggest you not to go for this one, like, ever. Like, this is a shitty product. Okay, yeah. So non-foamy ones, oily skin. If you have an oily skin, choose a face wash which is benzoyl peroxide. So don't use too much of it. Again, this is better for your acne, especially. So oily skin tends to get a little acne meaning the marks on the face, and because of that, it just stays there for a while. So use this, so it'll also dry up your skin, not too much, but yeah. And if you have a dry skin, and if you're choosing a face wash which has got benzoyl peroxide, you might want to use a little milder, like a little bit, not too much. Not too much, that's what I'm saying. When I say too much, we spoke about how much, right? I mean, the washing method, we spoke about apply small coin size. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And use the ones with the natural ingredient. Try to go for the natural ones. I don't necessarily recommend anything, because uh my face wash, it's homemade, my soap is homemade. uh Pretty much I don't know, like, food is all like, there is no seasoning, there is no masala, there is no overcooking, there is no like heavy oil. My food is pretty clean. My cosmetics are pretty, I don't use cosmetics, and there's nothing, just the face wash, and that's it. I mean, yeah, for the soap for the body, but that's it. That's it. I take a lot of vitamin C in terms of lime, and other things. And vitamin E, of course, that's good for the eyes and for the skin. So for me, it's all like food based, and I'm sure that you won't be able to do this what I'm doing, and that's why I'm just giving you these ones, so that it'll help you with your regular thing. Okay. So yeah, and the last one is the pro tip. So pro tip, this is something that I am using, I've been using, and it just makes me not worry about it or not spend too much of time on my skin and stuff. It just hack, it just works like magic. Okay. So yeah. So the first one is apply the aloe vera skin if you can get the good ones. I mean, in aloe vera, there are like two types of aloe vera. So once you take off the gel, you can apply the gel or you can eat the gel. You can mix the gel with watermelon or anything. Like if you want to make a juice or whatever, you can put the aloe vera in it. It's just generally good. Okay. And Egyptians, like, they treat aloe vera as like, it's like a aloe vera and garlic. I think it's like a medicine to them. Okay. So aloe vera is good. Once you take off the gel, you can use the skin, just rub it on your face. Okay. Don't expect any miracle to happen, like immediately your skin will start glowing like a strobe light. That won't happen. But that should not happen on an idealistic situation. That should never happen. So these are like subtle things to just take care of your skin. Put it under the eyes, just rub it under your eyes, and things like that. Okay. And if you have a dark circle, I don't know, I didn't mention this. Oh yeah, I mentioned it in the eyes. Anyway, you can find that in the other video. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is apply the banana skin after washing your face. So this is like, these two are like really good, especially if you have acne or if you have a dull skin. Banana skin and the aloe vera skin, these two things can help you, but don't mix it together. Use this on one day and use this on the other day, or use this for a week and use this for another week or something like that. Okay, you can schedule it however, but don't do it together. And on a regular basis, get some chia seeds and keep it in your office space. Okay, just go when you're filling up your water bottle, just put a tablespoon or half a tablespoon, but 1 tablespoon is sufficient for one day. And this has got omega-3, and it's literally like, it cools down your body like so much. It's like a yogurt. Okay. It's like cucumber, it's like lemon for your body. Just like really, it cools down. Okay. So chia seeds for better fat and for better temperature. So these are my pro tip, and that is pretty much it. I hope you have got a lot of value. I know it's a long video, it's a lot of information, but watch this video once again in case if you are like, if you want anything else, just watch this video once again, take the notes which are applicable to you, and then go for it. Okay. So when you start taking care of your skin, when you start taking care of your body, when you start taking care of your mind, when you start taking care of your appearance, that's called a self-care. Okay. And of course your emotions and your other stuff, but it's a self-care. If you are able to do the self-care better, the thing that you are doing will also be better. If you're not taking care of yourself, let's say that I didn't sleep well last night. Okay, I just want to end it like this. So I didn't sleep last night. I'm just saying. So that will help me wake up with so much of tiredness. Yes, I didn't have a proper sleep, and I will wake up in the morning feeling restless or not rested. And then that will not give me the proper mental clarity for doing things. I feel like I want to sleep more, or I want to get some rest or whatever, and that will not help me be productive. Even if I'm just pushing it, I can't give myself like 100% when it comes to the workout. Workout, yes, I can. Meditation, sometimes I won't be able to because I didn't sleep properly. Work, sometimes I won't be able to do it. And especially when it comes to major decisions, I know this video is, I mean, this particular thing that I'm talking about is not applicable for this video, but I want to say it anyways. So especially when it comes to certain things which requires a lot of cerebral energy, that is the brain capacity, it requires a lot of brain capacity, or you're making any important decisions in your life, you don't want to do it when you're tired. You don't want to do it when you're mad. You don't want to do it when you're happy. You don't want to do it when you're, like, none of it. Your brain must be like really calm, quiet, clear, and you should feel neutral. And that's when you need to decide. Okay. So also like, so that's how you need to start taking care of yourself. All right. So thank you once again, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.